Hare Krishna. Today's video is called Ritviks. You are bogus. Ritviks cannot be representatives of the departed Maha Bhagavata, just as the conditioned cannot represent the liberated. After the latest video on exposing the deception at the Bangalore temple, on the forum heated debates began. I was asked to substantiate my thesis that only the Maha Bhagavata can be representative of the Parampara, and the condition cannot be representative of the Parampara, nor representatives of the departed Maha Bhagavata. And so let's prove the thesis that only the Maha Bhagavata can be a representative of the Parampara. So, Parampara is represented by the current link Guru, and in order to receive the real message of Srimad Bhagavatam, one should approach the current link or spiritual master in the chain of disciplic succession. The Lord Himself appears as the spiritual master to a person who is sincere in heart about serving the Lord. Therefore, the bona fide spiritual master who happens to meet the sincere devotee should be accepted as the most confidential and beloved representative of the Lord. So, the current link is the external manifestation of the Lord, the manifestation of the Super Soul. This phrase points on that. The Lord Himself appears as the spiritual master to a person who is sincere in heart about serving the Lord. The current link is the Acharya, as the Parampara consists of acaryas, right? Right. The Acharya is the representative of the Super Soul. Proof. O my Lord, transcendental poets and experts in spiritual science could not fully express their indebtedness to you, even if they were endowed with the prolonged life of Brahma, for you appear in two features, externally as the Acharya and internally as the Super Soul, to deliver the embodied living being by directing him to come to you. Therefore, the current link is the external manifestation of the Paramatma. An external manifestation of the Paramatma is a physically present Guru. Let's quote. The preceptor appears before the external senses of the fortunate conditioned soul, and at the same time the devotee is guided from within by the chaitya Guru, Krishna, who is seated as the spiritual master within the heart of living entity. Before the external senses means before the material senses, that means physically present Guru. Because Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, actually He is the spiritual master, chaitya Guru. So in order to help us, He comes out as physical spiritual master. And therefore, Sakshat Haritvina Samastra Shastra, spiritual master is the representative of Krishna. Krishna sends some sincere devotee to act on his behalf, and therefore he is spiritual master. Another significant point, that one who is not representative of the Paramatma is not a Guru. The Lord is therefore called the chaitya Guru, the spiritual master sitting in the heart. The spiritual master outside and the spiritual master within are both representations of the Lord. Unless one is such a bona fide representation of the Lord, one cannot claim to be a spiritual master. As it is said, we have to approach the current link of the Parampara. We have to accept a physically present Guru. So conditioned soul is not the representative of the Paramatma. If conditioned is not the representative of the Paramatma, it cannot represent Parampara, as Parampara is represented by acaryas, who are external manifestations of the Paramatma. Now we build a reasoning on this thesis that we have already proven. As stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 2.9.7, we have to accept a spiritual master who is the current link. The current link is the Acharya or Guru who is physically manifest. So the conditioned soul is not the representative of the Paramatma. Therefore, it cannot be representative of the Parampara, because the Parampara is represented by the acaryas who are the outer manifestations of the Paramatma. The Ritviks objected and said, when Prabhupada was present, those Ritviks giving initiation on Prabhupada's behalf were considered to be his representatives, so they represented the Parampara. Objection accepted. Indeed, they were representatives of the Prabhupada and therefore representatives of the Parampara. But what is the focus? And the trick is that when Prabhupada was present, he was the outer manifestation of the Paramatma. Therefore, he could have his disciples who were his representatives either. As soon as Prabhupada left this world, he ceased to be the external manifestation of the Paramatma, and because ritviks are by definition not liberated pure devotees and therefore cannot be the external manifestation of the Paramatma, they can no longer represent the Parampara, because the Parampara is represented only by the acaryas, the representatives of the Paramatma or Super Soul. Hence, the Ritvik idea that it is necessary to carry out initiations from a departed Acharya is absurd and does not correspond to our Vaishnava Siddhanta.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
The next question may arise: who is now the outer manifestation of the Paramatma? The Ritviks reproach the ISKCON gurus who have fallen for not being true gurus. Therefore, if the gurus have not fallen down, but strictly follow instructions of the Parampara for many years, they are bona fide gurus. The answer is that Parampara is represented by ISKCON gurus who have proven their adherence to Parampara through their lives, and Prabhupada's Parampara cannot be outside of ISKCON, because Prabhupada ordered his disciples never leave it. Thus, none of Prabhupada's disciples can be gurus outside of ISKCON, but only in ISKCON. So the Parampara goes on in ISKCON. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, dislikes, comment on the video. Join our group in contact. The link will be under the video in description. Hare Krishna.